The green card holder got jailed back in 2018. Obviously, for several years, he couldn't come back. And then afterwards, one bad thing after another bad thing happened. And now, 2024, he had to come back to the US to restart his life. We were able to get him back in after pretty much being out for the US for 6 years. I'm gonna walk you through how we did it. Let's go. Hi everyone, my name is Joseph. I'm the managing partner here at Tsang and Associates, where we solve legal problems with creative solutions. So the legal problem specifically is if you are a green card holder who have been out of the US for over 1 year, the customs officer might give you some trouble, meaning they might confiscate your green card, they might do all sorts of things because they might think that you have abandoned your green card. This client is in a very bad pickle, been out of the US for 6 years. On top of that, there's the whole criminal issue of being jailed abroad. Because if you have committed a crime that is of moral turpitude, then your green card could be confiscated and you need to see an immigration judge. In this situation, how did we get him back in? On a particular date, our client left, intending to make a short visit. However, on this date, he was detained and arrested on false allegations. This led to a lengthy investigation, and then on this date, he was dismissed the charges due to insufficient evidence. Hallelujah, great. These false allegations caused our client various challenges. The wife divorced him, the company fell apart, filed bankruptcy, all these other lawsuits, his own health deteriorated, COVID hit, endless amount of tragedies all happened one after another. When a domino falls, the whole thing just collapsed. And finally, after that, the family's disputes ended and he was able to come in basically right before our entry. We just in detail documented his tragic life. What we had to prove was two things. The US is his home, he never intended to abandon it, and the reason abroad was temporary in nature. There's all those media about people getting detained in Singapore and Russia. Imagine those people, those situations, and then you say, oh, because you got detained overseas, you're fighting this trial, therefore you abandoned US residency. That doesn't make any logical sense. So we use the similar logic. He had to fight through that. He had to finish his bankruptcy proceedings. He had to get divorced, take care of his mother, and then we proved that the US was his home. He didn't have much, but at least he had some things. We prepared everything. We went down to Mexico. We explained everything to the officer. The officer reviewed everything in depth multiple times and said, okay, we'll give him a fair hearing. Bring him in. We cannot guarantee that he will be approved. We led with the facts. We didn't lead with law. We didn't lead with the U.S. Constitution has discretionary authority given to CBP. We didn't do that. We led with the sympathetic reasons. We didn't hide anything. We didn't lie. We just put the facts right up there because it is the facts that win the case. And the crazy thing is this client, when everything was over and was approved and was already in the United States, he said he thought he was still in Mexico and now he has to face the big battle of going to the US. And then when I was like, no, you are already in the US. Like you already passed through inspection, your luggage got checked, everything is done. And he's like, I can't believe everything just happened in that instance and you were able to explain everything. Because he was so worried. Even though we spent a whole year preparing it, he's so happy he's back in the US. If you have any questions about, left the US for too long, what's gonna happen when you come in, feel free to give us a call. We'd love to talk to you. Take care. Bye-bye.